Hey guys, let's get more news from Giants, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Giants WR1 options include DeAndre Hopkins, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and Stephon Diggs. Odell Beckham Jr. was never really a viable option to return to the Giants. They knew he wasn't going to be the one to help solve their biggest problem. They were interested in him when he was free agent, but only if the price was right. And they knew the price was never going to be right. So, now that Beckham has signed a stunning, one-year, $15 million deal with the Baltimore Ravens, the Giants can put that circus behind them and go back to their plan A. They are still desperate to find a number one wide receiver this offseason, and all along they've known they were probably going to have to find one in the NFL draft. Still, there are no guarantees they'll find one they like when they make the 25th pick of the first round. And technically, the first round isn't their only option. So here's a look at all their options as their search continues, plus a look at which receivers could be available and on their radar. Ohio State WR Jackson Smith-Njigba. Multiple NFL sources believe the 6'1", 196-pounder who ran a 4.48 at his pro day is the Giants' favorite in this class. Unfortunately for them, they're not alone. He is seemingly emerging as the receiver most likely to be taken first, possibly even in the top 10. Some think he's the only truly first-round caliber receiver available. At the very least the Giants would have to move up to around 12 to 15 to get him, which would probably cost them a future first-round pick, a price they're unlikely to pay. TCU WR Quentin Johnston, once thought to be the top prospect in the draft, some now think he'll be available in the 20s, which puts him potentially in the Giants' range. His size, 6'3", 208, would be appealing to the Giants, who have a generally small core of mostly slot receivers. His 4.46 40 time shows he could be a deep threat, too. It's hard to say if he's the Giants type, though. Coach Brian Daboll seems to prefer smaller, shiftier receivers that can cause chaos in a defensive backfield. USC WR Jordan Addison. There are some scouts who believe the 5'11", 173-pounder is the most dynamic receiver in the draft. The Giants have certainly shown a lot of interest in him and plan to have him in for one of their top 30 visits. He has lightning-quick moves and an ability to get open that Daboll has to just love. Multiple scouts have told Fox Sports that he's the best fit for the Giants, and most of them think he'll still be on the board at 25. And you fan, what do you think of the Jackson Smith-Njigba situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.